Over the past several years, we've had a lot of articles, not us personally, but I have seen a gazillion articles in regards to the millennial situation within organizations. And it's the perceived behaviors that are different in millennials. And what we know to be true here at Thrive and what we are seeing in organizations is what's being told or what's being taught within organizations about millennials isn't working. And we had a managing partner of one of the top accounting firms, national accounting firms in our office the other day, and he had said, made a comment, and I thought this was so perfect. He made the comment that he wants what the millennials want. Mm-hmm. And it was really, really, really cool to hear him say that, because we had a great conversation about culture within his organization and what they were doing to shift their culture, and how they had been very successful at shifting their culture to really embrace self-awareness and to embrace personal responsibility within their organization. And so the conversation, so that kind of prompted the article for me of, we need to get the word out that this is all normal human stuff, and the desires and the behaviors and the thoughts and the feelings that millennials are having that you are perceiving to influence your organization negatively are no different than anybody else within your organization.
And that's what I love about it, is when you really take a look at what the millennials want and what's being said, it's just about learning and growth, and to assume that only one sector of people have that is absurd. And so right. I love that you brought that to light.
Thanks. I mean, coming up because, we're freaking out about Generation Z coming up. And so the labeling of these generations is quite comical in my opinion, mm-hmm. because they're all humans, they're all people, and they all have the internal world is the same. We all have desires, we all have thoughts, we all have feelings, we all have behaviors based on those patterns mm-hmm. that we influence within, that we have internally that influence our world externally. Mm-hmm.
So I have a question.
And what I believe to be true and what we believe here at Thrive is personal responsibility. So when you're having an issue with somebody, with another person, and this human-to-human interaction doesn't feel right, or you're trying to collaborate on something and it's not flowing the way you want it to flow, the first step is to look at yourself internally. What are your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, emotions around, desires around how you're interacting or your goals within the organization? Mm-hmm. This can be within a family, it can be within an organization, it doesn't matter. So when you go internally and you see that maybe you've adopted a story about this other person already, mm-hmm. Because if everybody's telling you that millennials are, lazy, that they don't, that they're entitled, now you have that story in your head, and that's how you're going to interact with that person. And so what I would suggest is the first step is to go internally and see what stories and what patterns in yourself are playing in your response to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny. I'm thinking about a couple, I think it was last week, we were in a sales training and somebody asked about, what do you do about these millennials? Because they're doing it all differently. And it was just so funny to sit there and be like, it's just an evolution of human growth is yeah. what I feel.
Yeah.
Yes, there's going to be generalizations about every group of people or age sector, but it really is, to me, just a growth of human evolution.
Yeah.
And how we as a human race are constantly evolving and leveling up, and consciousness is becoming bigger and bigger. And so it's an exciting thing for me. Yeah. And I love the idea of and what we do at Thrive all the time is shift paradigms. Help people yeah. think about things differently that they never really thought about before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And us, personally, the ones that have the perception that the millennials are doing it wrong are the ones that are creating barriers for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it.
No, I guess my biggest thing is understanding that we are made up of thoughts, desires, emotions, behaviors. Those are the things that we touch on here. And, think about what it is that you're telling yourself. What stories are you adopting? And if you want to make some shifts, we know how to do it, and we can help you do that.
Awesome.